There's another question on the chat. I think Sarah says, showing for the last question. When we pray at home alone, can we do Torah reading and Haftarah sections on Shabbos?
Absolutely. Nobody's stopping you. Yes. So the only thing we do, for example, even like in a shul, let's say, and I was told about such a shul in the whole country, in some Europe, all towns, right? There are like hardly any Jews. Maybe they're Jews, some non-Jews, whatever. These minions, like even though they have Sefer Torah, somebody told me that he went to the place that he was born in Hungary, right? So, and he said in his town, his hometown, it's like was very like a Jewish shtetl, and there are some people left, but nobody can read from the Torah, but they do have a Sefer Torah. So I think from sometimes these people, the pilgrims are coming, and they would spend Shabbos there. The one who visited different gravesite of tzaddikim, so they would stop at different places. I'm not sure who is buried in his town. I mean, for sure some holy people. So they would pray in their shul, and they have a Sefer Torah. It's very interesting, right? But nobody can read from that Sefer Torah. So this person told me they would take out the Sefer Torah when the time, like in Siddur said, like a Sefer Torah, they would go around, everybody kiss it, and they would put back into the ark. Very interesting, right? Because there is nobody to read, and they would read from a Chumash in their own language. Okay, so of course you don't call Torah, you don't give aliyahs to people, but it's proper to read it in this way in your language. As a matter, you can learn read in Hebrew. You read in your language. There is no problem. Read in your language that you understand, so the Torah would not be forgotten. You understand? So if you need to say, you can do it at home. There is no problem. So just keep the blessing and go directly to the Torah reading. Absolutely. That's actually what we do. I heard this custom. I learned this custom from somebody many years ago, and I think this is holy custom. So people instead of having this empty conversations. So in my house during the meal we read the parsha. Right, of course, we comment. I mean, try to find different commentaries, and we have Torah, and we read some other books as well. So we're trying to have a holy conversation, right? So I mean, I don't have to come up. I don't have to speak all the time. So we can assign somebody else to read. I mean, so whoever can read can read, and everybody of course between the meals. It's not proper to eat to eat and read the Torah, but between for example, we finish fish, we have a break, so we read the Torah, then we do soup, for example, that we do soup, and we have then half Torah, then some stories, some other things. So that's what we do, part of the meal, and it's eliminates all of the unnecessary conversations, because all the time you're busy with holy things. So I learned from one guy, and I mean he was not a big Torah scholar, but I think I'm not sure where he get it from. I'm not sure. I never heard it from anybody else, but I think it's a holy custom. Just amazing. Very simple, but very amazing. Okay, what else?
Rabbi, in regards to this question, so does that apply to prayers during the week too? Like when there's like reading of the Torah and the Mondays and Thursday, perhaps?
You can read from. I mean, I would say it's you see Monday and Thursday. It's actually not the only Monday and Thursday. It's Shabbos Mincha Monday and Thursday. So we read the same pieces. I mean, but in my mind, why would you read exactly the same piece? I mean, in the synagogue, it was instituted because people would come because there were market days. Not because of that. I mean, because Moshe Rabbeinu instituted that a Jew cannot go 3 days without Torah. So Jew 3 days without Torah, he's at that dead tree. You understand? So we have to read the Torah minimum, like don't have a 3 day pass without reading the Torah. That's the law. So, but if you can learn something else, why would you read exactly the same parts? And sometimes it's only like minimum that you have to read 10 psukim for 3 people. So why would you read exactly the same stuff? I would not recommend. Does not make sense. The whole parasha, it makes sense. And at home. I mean, in the synagogue, we just follow our holy procedures, our holy custom. I'm not talking about that. But home, just read something new. Okay, what else?
Rabbi, and what about the blessings that preceded and the blessings after, and the psalms and the things in between, and when he's taken to the hall and so on and so forth?
No. This we don't say. So first of all, one of the first blessing when we say in the morning is actually a blessing on the learning of the Torah, and it's exactly the same blessing Oleh, a person who is being called to the Torah, says before and after. So we say all of these blessings in the morning. So why? Because we're all obligated to learn Torah day and night. Simple, day and night. So that's why we say in the morning. And this blessing applies to the whole day. You understand? So, but when you read it individually, you don't say these blessings. Not before, not the psukim. I know exactly what you're talking about. Not when the Torah was taken out. All this you skip. You just go directly to the text, and that's it. But just so I understand, in the olden days, and it's from the Talmud Megillah. So in olden days, it was, for example, on Shabbos, we have 7 people called to the Torah. So first person called is going to say opening blessing. All other would read, right? And last person would say closing blessings. So it was before like it was in Mishnaic times. And in Talmudic times, which is much later, I think I don't remember exactly when they changed it, and maybe they changed when they had so like before that, in the Mishnaic times, every person was reading his piece. He was called to the Torah, and he would read his own piece. Okay, right? So he would read his own piece. But after the time passed and many people were ignorant, so they could not read their own piece, so we assigned one person, Balkareh, so he would read for everybody. It doesn't matter, you can read, cannot read, it does not make a difference. So we make it universal, and every person would make a blessing before and after his portion of reading. Okay, but it's only like when we read from the club, from the reading in front of the 10 people. So if you don't have a 10 Jews, so you're not in the shul, you don't take out the Sefer Torah to read. So for example, you have 7 people. So and Shabbos, so you don't take the Sefer Torah to read. I think you can read from Chumash, but not from Sefer Torah. You don't take out. Okay. What else?